Hey, I'm talking about Mario Golf Advance Tour for the Game Boy Advance. Now, Mario Golf has always been a really fun, simple, easy game to get into, but this time around, they've incorporated that as well as a whole RPG element. I know what you're saying. What the hell would I want to play an RPG in a golf game for? Well, here's the reasoning. You can get different things to upgrade your character, right? So he can hit the drives farther and be a better putter, and that's pretty much it. Now, the amazing thing about it, though, is that the courses are really well done. I mean, the 3D is very colorful. So if you're into RPGs and golf, you're really going to love this game. But if you just love a fun, simple golf game, this is probably the best one on the portable systems yet. I like it a lot. It's a good pickup, great graphics, good sound, lots of depth. 9.
All right, we're back, and we're going to talk now about the Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventures. This one's from Nintendo. You can play it on your GameCube, and if you have friends, you can play it on the GameCube and Game Boy Advance. This is by far the best reason to get the whole connectivity cable between the GBA and the GameCube. Nintendo has proved why this thing works and how it can be done effectively. Let's talk about what this game actually brings to the table, okay? Basically, you've got a slightly condensed Zelda-style adventure. You've got a bad sorcerer that's taken all of these women and run away with them, and Link has to go and find them, but he picks up this magic sword and splits them into 4 different Links. You can put them into formations to activate different switches and solve little puzzles and go head-to-head with some of the bad guys where you need all that firepower. The way that the adventure is broken out, you have sort of 8 game worlds that you get to play in that are split up with 3 chapters, and each of the chapters takes about an hour to complete. So we're talking about a game that's going to give you about 20 hours of adventure-style gameplay. And what's cool about this is that you can save anywhere along the way, and you can play single player when you pick up again, or if you have friends over, you can have them join in your adventure at any time, which is really great.
I have a big problem with the production of the music. Now let me explain. I love the Zelda theme.
Yeah.
I love the way they use the motif within the game, the Zelda motif. It's
right.
Very familiar, it's very cool. But why go with MIDI chip music when this is a new game?
It's a retro-looking Zelda game. The retro-sounding music and MIDI sort of effects and stuff are perfully styled for this game.
If you're going to take a game like that from 15, 20 years ago and make it modern,
listen,
then
they also have to make it blend with the Game Boy Advance.
How about online? You ever hear that?
Online would have been cool too.
Online would have been nice.
Absolutely. But
listen, I mean, and Zelda would be the title to launch the online system.
That would be very cool.
The people who love this style of game are going to freak out. Go out and buy it. Don't listen to what I'm saying. All I'm doing is I'm offering suggestions on how they could have made this a better game for the masses and not just the fanboys who appreciate this.
No, you're right. They should have handed out VR goggles and a full 2-pound sword to everybody that bought the game.
I'm done talking now.
So with cinematic, actually they should have had a whole symphony orchestra following behind you, walking with a marching band, playing the game as you're playing it on your Game Boy Advance.
Like every other game that's being done out there.
Ridiculous. Just appreciate how great this thing is.
I'm just telling you how they could have made it better.
What are you going to give it?
A 7.
9 out of 10. On the positive side, this is the first Zelda adventure you can play on a console with your friends. This is the best Game Boy Advance GameCube integration we've ever seen. And the formations, the quicker missions, and the inventory management make us a completely fresh Zelda experience.
On the negative side, although the gameplay is amazing and Zelda freaks are really going to dig this, here are a few suggestions I could offer. A, it would have been nice to have seen really high production quality music. B, I would have loved to have seen some awesome storytelling cinematics. And C, wouldn't online have been great?
Man, you just got to learn to appreciate a game for what it is.
You need to drink the water.
Right.
That's what you need
to
do.
Well, when we come back, we're going to be talking about 2 Game Boy games versus it's Mario and Sonic going head-to-head. Easy.